We're getting pretty close to get going here this morning. A little bit late, but not too bad. Because we were just talking to our neighbor who's taking care of some of the watering. And our first destination today, we can do under 4 hours or so. Maybe 5 if we make pit stops and slow down. But I don't think it'll be that long. But yeah. So that's our furthest destination. And so yeah, we're not too worried about a super early departure. But it's going to be a hot travel day no matter what. We're pretty well packed. It's gonna be tight. Max gets to sit in here. The other two in the back, they like it. They're ridgebacks. They like to just kind of coop up like cats, and they've always traveled like that, and they actually prefer it. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Even when we had a larger vehicle, they would just kind of go in the corner and fold up like a little transformer. So Max will stay here. We're gonna have a chainsaw with us always, and there's fuel and everything, and tools in the back. Fully loaded day pack. We're gonna have 20 liters of water, another 20 in the back. We'll have around 50 liters of fuel, 870 12 gauge or camp protector, portable shower. There's a lot of stuff in here actually. And we'll get a couple more tough totes. We're taking some wood. Not sure on the campfire situation. That's going to change probably the next few days. Things are going downhill fire wise. Fuel over here, more water, bunch of stuff. These are the tops because we're going topless today. All right, so we just have another 10 minutes or so of just finalizing, and we'll go to Williams Lake. We'll head to town. We'll do 1 stop, 3 stops, fuel, some more groceries, and I think Canadian Tire. I want to get some more tough totes in here. What I originally had, I had a wooden rack in here that I could place items in it so they don't shift around, they don't slide as much. So this could be a bit of an issue here with this stuff moving around, but if you jam it up full enough, then it won't be so much. So maybe I'll just get a couple of bigger bins and fill up this area. And then that stuff's fairly secured. That should stay up front. It's double strapped. So I just have these bins moving around, not a big deal. And the wood's not going nowhere. Yeah. All right. So, it's been a while since we've packed for such, so many days. It's been a while, yeah. Forgetting stuff. It's not going to be critical. It's summertime. We're in Williams Lake and we've done all our little bit of shopping, the extras. So we're good. Whatever we missed, we'll have to do without. That's that. So we're going to be driving 2, 3, 4 hours, I guess. Looks like we're going to pull through to Minor Lake, Perkins Peak. We'll probably stay the night there if it's suitable. So we'll probably got 2-3 hours to go, but along the stretch we spotted probably the Coast Mountains way in the distance out there. Yeah, we haven't seen snow-covered peaks in some time, that's for sure. So it's a little bit slow going. We're pretty heavy. We weighed in at 7,300 pounds with the trailers. Our first stop is fuel, so 28 bucks already from Williams Lake, 14 liters. Well, that's not too bad because we're about, I think we did about 80 clicks with this weight. It's not too bad. But so what we got for fuel is about 40 liters over here, about 50. That's chainsaw fuel. Got a couple more bins. Usually 1 fuel can's up here, but we'll leave it in the trailer for now. Lowers the center of gravity too. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on trucking. We're not in a hurry, but if we can get somewhere early, then that's a bonus. Then we can maybe plan a little bit how to divvy up the time we have available and the mileage and stuff. So yeah, that's why one reason we're going to the furthest one out, and from there we can just count down. I think that's a better way to go. We're at Bull Canyon rest area. We're gonna give the dogs a quick break. Found some shade to park in. It looks like there's actually camping here. We just don't do wreck sites at all. Super rare, unless we're forced to. I mean, something like this would work on this trip. as long as there's not any people here, or we're spread apart. But Max, no, Max, leave that shit alone. But yeah, if you're squished in and there's a bunch of people and noise and kids and dogs and this and that and issues, and no, never use campsites. This is the Chilcotin River, and it's running pretty high, it looks like it. We're pretty well just driving, trying to make some time here, but we're getting our first taste of the Coast Mountains, which are these. So I guess that's the back edge of them. I guess this is heading toward Bella Coola and stuff. Yeah, haven't seen the snow-capped mountains in a while. Well, this trip looks like it's coming to an end real quick. We just got started, we're not even a kilometer in. So I can get around this, I'm not too worried about it. But up here it's super narrow at the end. Shitty. And I'm sure it's 100% good after this. Yeah, that's going to take a little bit of shoveling, I think. So it's pretty steep on this side, so obviously you're not going to do anything with this. Okay. And all this just from a ditch. Wow. Okay, we got turned around. We do have other destinations, so you know we're supposed to spend a full day up here, maybe 2 nights, but that's just going to change the trip completely. There's a bypass, but with the trailer it'll be a bit of work. There'll be some more clearing to do. It's an ATV bypass, but I'd make it. Pretty confident about that, but another vehicle will be handy. Okay, so we're gonna do Tatlayoko Lake, I guess. That was option 2 for like a couple days away from now. But... so the gas station up here is closed, so I think we're gonna have a fuel issue now because we got 50 liters in the back and I got half a tank, and I planned on topping up. So we're going to be cutting it, or we're going to have to come all the way back out to the highway. Let's just see what happens, I guess. Not the greatest start, that's for sure. There's a good little watering hole here. Water's running pretty good, so quite a bit of current. But it's a pretty safe spot right here on this side of the log. Yeah, you don't want your dogs going in here. You'll be retrieving them downriver. We're at the south end of the lake. There's nobody here. There's a wreck site here, but it's kind of like that. It really isn't much of anything. But the other sites were no good. They were just your typical wreck sites. They were busy too. And there's a fairly busy beach at that lake with kite surfing. And there was a baseball tournament. Yeah, that's not for us. So on this end is a lodge. I guess I swapped ends at some point in time. And we're hoping this is the dad of the lady we talked to, because he's got the secret to the trailhead, which is up there somewhere. We might find it, but apparently it's not simple. Oh, he took some damage. Oh, look at this big lake, buddy. What the hell is waves? Holy, I should get the camera out. A little recap of the day, I guess. So yeah, I mean, we've been driving like 7 hours because we added 3 hours because we had to double back. And then come all the way down to the south end of this lake. So this wasn't even part of the plan for not the next 2-3 days. I think day 3 we had planned to come here. So we're just gonna have to rearrange everything. So the north end, yeah, it's busy at this lake, and then the road gets a little rough and long down here. And the hiking, apparently the best hiking routes to get up there are down here at the south end. The lady we talked to at the horse ranch, she said there's too many cattle trails that most people will just end up probably getting lost. All right, so we're parked over here. I don't think we're gonna use this spot, so we'll see. We're gonna have a little walk around here, see what's available. Yeah, so we're pretty tired. We're definitely tired. It was 30 degrees on the road pretty well all day, and then it got to 33 degrees on this road. And so we're gonna stay the night, obviously, and it's pretty late. We're pushing past 5. I don't think it's gonna give us enough time to really be fresh tomorrow, because we'd need a pretty early start. So tomorrow might just be a hangout day, but you know what? since things changed, how the strip is gonna go, I think it's fine that we're just gonna take a time out for a day and not be on the move. So I think tomorrow we'll hang out. We'll just eat a lot, get lots of liquids in us. Just be ready, and maybe for Monday morning we'll try to go up to the Alpine because it's gonna be a killer day. It's gonna be hot, and looks like it's really exposed up higher. So yeah, and we haven't done any proper big hikes since the coast, so like 3 years. Yeah, we'll feel it, I'm pretty sure. All right, I gotta find Monica, see where she went. And yeah, we're hoping this is Alex. He can set us straight on finding his route. Monica set up the tent, and I got the kitchen set up and a couple things. Look at this evening. It's pretty nice here. A little hazy. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. He's never played in a big lake before. There's a little bit of waves. Oh yeah. Oh, by tomorrow he's gonna be a pro. You got it, Max. Come on, go get it. Yeah, they're pushing you around. Okay, well, it wasn't the smoothest start, or actually the whole day wasn't smooth at all, but I think it's gonna be okay from here, hopefully. If you had one of these, that'll help. Maybe all of it, maybe a few in a row. That's pretty good. Here's our mini fridge. So that's a nice lake, actually. It's nice, small gravel, super clear. No foam, no scunge.
Definitely going for a swim tomorrow.
Yeah. You bring your water shoes?
No. I thought they were in the deep. I don't know where those footy things went.
Mine are. You can probably use them. They're pretty small. I pretty well feel like I'm ready for a shower, for sure. So this is the little pop-up thing. It takes about 20 seconds to set up. It kind of is like a pop-up. And then I'm just gonna put one of the foam mattresses. I'm just gonna put one of the foam mats in here, and then there's a bucket of water in here that's pre-warmed, and the shower is electric. That just goes in the water bucket. And it's actually got a lot of power. It's almost as good as a house shower. And a big bucket just gets the job done. So let's do that now, and then we're free for the evening, just to relax. And then we'll just have a look at the maps and kind of redo our trip, how we're gonna do this now. Come on, Max, you can do it. So while Max hasn't swam completely on his own, this is a real short thing. I think this water is probably a bit intimidating for him, but it goes in, so it doesn't drop off. So I think we'll spend the day here tomorrow, and we'll go in the water with him because it's quite nice here, and we'll swim with him. That's what I did with Jin. People remember Jin, my big lab, Pitbull Mastiff. He was cool. Same thing. We had to go to Stave Lake, and I went in the water with him, and we just started swimming with him because he didn't want to actually just be elevated and be swimming. But within 2 minutes, and I was just kind of holding him with my hand, and we helped him steer around, and off he went, and that was it. So Max is gonna be the same. Oh, what's this? Put a few more drinks in here. I guess this is okay. I can probably take it for one night anyways, maybe two. No.
And even the pork's unthawed.
Okay.
So
I think we'll just do. We'll cook everything tonight then. because it's pretty warm, and we don't want to risk any spoilage of any meats. Because if that happens, we're gonna have a food shortage on this trip. So probably, I think we're gonna pre-cook all the meat tonight. While we can, and then we can put it back. It is a little fridge, but when you have a lot of meat in there, it doesn't really keep up on hot days, especially when we're parked. So yeah, so we're gonna pre-cook everything. I think I mentioned already that we're waiting for a certain person here, and anyways, they showed up on a boat. So we'll go see them tomorrow. We're gonna get some trail info from that, and so he came over here and he looked at the Jeep and he got out. It's like, okay, pretty cool rig. I think he took us more serious. That no, we're backcountry people. We love it. He also warned us that this is grizzly country too, so we're gonna be on a trek in. We're the only people down here that are camped down this end of the lake. This wreck site's pretty well just like one site. It's kind of a boat launch, and the boat launch was used by him. That's the only vehicle that was here today. And he lives up here. He's got like 400 acres. So we're gonna sleep with the dogs tonight in the tent. We're also gonna sleep with the 870 here, just because we are gonna need it. Because even though we can put our stuff away, this entire camp is just an attraction, right? So it's not like you can fool any grizzly bears that there's no food here. It may not be easily acceptable, but it is here. So yeah, so we're gonna need some firearms for sure, and kept beside your sleeping bag basically. It's late morning. Last night was okay. The temperature was really good. Didn't sleep that well, so this morning we found our way up to the lodge there, old lodge. It's still in business. Not as much as it used to be, I don't think. Nobody's getting any younger, I guess. So yeah, the main trail up to Potato Range will start on that lodge, so it's off private property. So I'd really suggest that make contact with the lodge, see if you can have access to the land. I think there's other ways, but from what I was told, it's all, you'll be chasing trails for days because it's all cattle trails. So looks like we're set for tomorrow morning. So I think we're just gonna hang out today. We're gonna eat and hydrate and just be rested for tomorrow. It's gonna be a pretty hard day, I think. Smoke is pouring in a little bit here. Oh, look, a dog. It is, yeah. Yes, too bad the smoke is rolling in. But the wind's picked up, so it might just move this thing around a little bit. Other than that, it's pretty quiet. There is a building way down there. It's actually a rooftop to some big ass barge that he uses. He actually takes horses across, so apparently quite a few horse trails on these ranges. Guiding trails. None of it you're gonna be able to pick up in books, I don't think. It's not really public, so I don't know. The public use, just trying to find them, I guess. A couple of loons out here. Huh? Yeah. I assume temperatures are still 30 plus. It got really hot now. Uncomfortably hot almost. There's a good breeze here, so I'm gonna lie down by the lake, I think. Like I said, we just want to be well rested. We're gonna be eating. We'll do a lot of carb loading and just get lots of nutrients in for tomorrow. We're gonna be burnt out. I've never seen a dog try to eat waves. It's always been doing. He just runs around the beach catching waves. Oh, good spot, Reno. Look at this. Nice spot, eh? Oh. It's pretty flat. It's probably really cool. It's all gravel. Max. That's a pretty big stick. Go get the wave. Look at the wave. Go get it. You want that stick? You want that? You want this one? You want this one? This big stick. Oh. Yeah, let me show that stick who's boss. Pretty nice evening. Temperatures were way better and nice breeze and way less bugs. Bugs are pretty bad here actually. Yeah, I would say we got a nice mix of mosquitoes and black flies, horse flies. A lot of moths, nuisance flies. That one's done. Yeah, good job today. Wait till tomorrow. So camp, it's pretty messy. So we put everything away, of course, as much as we can, but it is an open trailer, so like I said last night, we'll tidy everything up, but it's definitely an attractant for any bears. Which there's quite a number of bears here apparently, according to the lodge owner. They're like his pets. Just lots, and they're all grizzlies. But he says, well, we might see them tomorrow because most of them are up the mountain. There's none really down here, so that kind of helps with this camp. There's no way we can secure it 100%. And yes, camp's pretty messy, so we're not even going to do a walkthrough. That's so funny. New Woods tent. Oh, we're so proud of this, isn't it? Nice Canadian Tire 4-man special. Not like our good old backpacking tents. But hey, $119 I think. $114 or something. Special. But yeah, it is junk. It's not for backpacking. It's a nice summer tent. So Max, he did some swimming today. He's still pretty reluctant, but oh, look at this. I don't have any cold beer in my fridge. Mixed skies today, and yeah, the smoke, it got a little better, and it was a little bit worse than this too. What we ended up doing was actually cooking all the meat we've had. We had a bunch of raw meat. Since we're not going to be driving tomorrow, the fridge is not going to be working, since the Jeep will be parked all day because we're hiking. You can see we've got all the essentials out. Eat 70. There's at least 5 in a Magnums. A couple more, just in case. Some shitty chips, some shitty beer, shitty knife. I wasn't drinking this, I just washed it. I guess Monica is ready to eat. I'll be right behind her. Have another beer. We're having strip loins on this little portable barbecue. I've had probably at least 6 or 7 years. It's been floating around our vehicles. It's never been used, so we finally said we're using it tonight. Everything else was cooked on the Coleman griddle. That worked out really well. And we keep the fire small. It's pretty hot. I'm surprised there isn't a fire ban.
There might be one, we don't know about it.
Yeah, well, we're at the lodge today. He didn't say anything. If I was him, I'd be talking to people about if there's a fire ban. For sure. Because he lives close-ish to here. And a fire in here that's caused by visitors would be totally unacceptable. Well, man, look at this. That's a good sized steak here. Some potatoes. Bush's beans. Kind of lacking the vegetables a little bit, but okay. This garlic in the stir fry tomorrow. So actually, tomorrow we're having stir fry. Yeah, it's gonna have fresh peppers and a bunch of goodies in it. Broccoli. So, good morning. Good late morning. Yeah, camp is still a mess. When we get back tonight, so we're gonna rearrange this. We unhooked the trailer, left it over here, which has a lot of supplies in it. Then I just left the Jeep over here, the furthest away, which has all the other supplies. Then the kitchen somehow got set up over there, beside the fire pit. So there's been a lot of walking just to get things. So tonight we'll hook up the trailer and we'll put everything into something more manageable, accessible. So we made our lunches. We're prepping for the day. We'll be gone all day. We'll be heading that way. Yeah, slow start, but I think the temperature is going to be a little bit less today. Not so blistering hot, so maybe we got some cloud cover. Some leftover pork loin, the fatty bits. That'll go to the dogs later if they deserve it. So hopefully we can roll in 20 minutes or so. As quick as possible. I used up the fuel. The fuel is in the Jeep now, so we've got a full tank. I'm gonna put the chainsaw in there. The rest of the stuff will stay, but there's no way I'm gonna leave the fuel here. Never know what's gonna drop by. It's been quiet. We're the only ones here. It would suck coming back to camp and having your fuel stolen and other supplies. We're at the lodge. So this is our staging area. So the lodge is still active. I think less so than before. That's quite a job to stay on top of it. Lots of maintenance. Pretty big place. And then all this property. I think there's around 400 acres or so. There's a bunch of horses over there. He's got a lot of pack horses for the trails. And there's still guests. Some just left, and I think there's another group just pulling out. And he's heading back on the lake, so we'll probably see him tonight. Maybe we'll be gone 8 hours or so. Get the diesel generator running. The outhouse. I think he stays in here in wintertime because when there's no guests to run the lodge, the power, and all the heat in there. Just as it's way too much, so I think that's where he stays. We passed through this gate here. It's pretty kind of elusive, yeah. So if you didn't have any contacts here, you're gonna have a tough time finding this place. Big gnarly trees in here. There's one further back. Wow, look at this thing. It's a big leaner. Most of it's missing actually. Wow. Nice forest. That's some serious trees. Holy smokes. I'm pretty sure we're the only ones on here right now. There was some people up here yesterday. They were staying at the lodge. But I think everybody's off. Well, it's Monday, so everybody's heading back. So we should have that whole region to ourselves by the looks of it. Except for the bears, there's going to be a lot of grizzlies, I think. So with the dogs, it'll be interesting. This hillside's totally dug up. Odd. I don't see any prints, but this isn't from a marmot. Pretty sure it's a grizzly ripping things up here. Looking for ants and stuff. Wow, that's just trashed. They get some digging power. Holy smokes. Just down here, the creek bed's completely dried up. But the dogs found this pretty quick. Right after this, it drops back underground. Yeah, not much in here. So I guess the dogs aren't the only thirsty ones. We just had a bear up here. These guys are being pretty good. They're actually walking in between us right now. We're not letting them get up ahead. No. Unreal. Huh. Gives you an idea of power to rip up all the soil just like that. Over this much space. We kind of missed a branch because the grizzlies actually dug up the intersection, so you couldn't see it that the trail branched. So we got off route for just 100 meters or so. That can happen. So I think we got a bunch of gain, and we need to get at least to the horizon, and then there's some more after that. But I think once we do this, we're going to do this elevation gain up into this little drainage, I guess. Things should ease off then. Like I said, it's our first hike that's, you know, in the 1,000-meter range elevation gain. First hike like that in a long time. I mean, we go out a lot, but you don't get the steady elevation gain like this. In the far distance is Choco Lake. Quite large. Way bigger than the lake we're staying at. I think we're off trail. That is not worn enough. Must be a branch somewhere. We missed the trail? Does it go up any? So right there is a buck. And he's actually approaching us. Max, come back.
Max, come.
So he was right at the skyline against the clouds there. So he's just staring us down. He's got a big set of antlers. Super curious. Yeah, I've never seen that before. Big stare down. But yeah, he's walking toward us like nothing. Let me just walk over here, see what he does. This way, guys, this way. Savannah, this way. Savannah, this way. There he goes. No chasing, no chasing. No chasing. There he goes. What's this stuff here? I don't know if we'll see him again. I think he dropped in behind. So these are the big bluffs. I don't know if we're gonna go up top. It's so loose and windy right now. Really windy here. Time to head back down, I guess. We had a nice lunch. Pretty good nap, actually. I had a nice sleep. Except Monica woke me up and says we had to go. I'm like, huh? I thought we were actually at camp. So we got like 2.5, 3 hours down. You realize on the way down the elevation gain we did, which was only 700 meters or so. Maybe 2,300 feet or so. Trail's pretty good, obviously, if horses can use it. But yeah, it's a steady grade. So these trees are pretty cool. I don't know what they are. They're very bushy. Looks like they can take a beating. Looks like they're super strong. They're all along, all the way up the side of this hill. All these trees are pretty cool, actually. So no bears yet. I think just one that was by the watering, by the creek. I think we're almost down. I think we're ready to be finished this trail now. A bit buggy down here too. So I think we're 8 hours return. But we took our time. There's no rush on this. It was kind of nice though on a Monday. I think the lodge is empty now. Nobody's around. So there's no people on the trail at all. Yeah, what a place. What a place he's got here. This has been in the family for a while, I guess. I think it's 400 acres he was saying, but he's got more than one property also. So there's more to it. He's got property at the far end of the lake, or at the south end somewhere across the lake.
No, he's working it.
Yeah, he's having a beer and moving some hay. So that was Alex. I don't think I got any video of him because the camera wasn't set to video. So they skipped the boat day today because it was pretty windy. Apparently it was pretty windy down here. But we got some more info on what to do next. Kind of asked him, what the hell would you do if you were us? So we've got a pretty good route, and it was actually the original route I wanted to do, but he confirmed it's doable. Slow but scenic. So I think we'll go for it as long as we can get gas. He says skip Tatla and go to Flagstone and drop back down. Redstone and drop back down. So yeah, I think we'll pack up tomorrow and just do that. We're gonna fuel everything up. It's already Tuesday morning and we're still here at this lake, but we're having a nice breakfast. Pan-fried potatoes and some bacon, sausage. There'll be some eggs in here. So we're somewhat packed. I think we'll be rolling in an hour or so. So we've got a pretty big loop I was talking about yesterday. That should all go okay. We just have to make sure we get fuel. So we're gonna refuel the Jeep. We're gonna refuel the cans. The Jeep is close to being full right now, but I don't want to go into that area with just no backup fuel at all. Now the other thing is there might be a bit of an issue with the four-wheel drive system on the Jeep. It was starting to click quite a bit before, and it went away completely. It hasn't done it in a long time, but yesterday it started doing it again in 4-low. Lots of clicking and ratcheting up front. So I think the front drive shaft is on its way out. Definitely a concern. So whatever is going to require a high torque 4-low, we're going to try to avoid, which sometimes you just can't. But definitely going to take it easy on just trying to keep the torque down so we don't lose a front shaft and have it spin out on me. I've had that happen before on a truck. I lost the front drive shaft, just kind of twisted out, and I was stuck pretty bad. Alex from the lodge showed up. He's just brought his boat down again. He had to do some repairs. I guess they're going over to the other property to do some more repairs. That guy's got his hands full. Wow, unreal. He doesn't really have much help there for all that business, and it's a big place. So he's heading over to the other property, and we had a little quick chat again. He's a cool guy, really cool guy. And he really liked our company, it seemed. He loves a Jeep. He wants to hire me to do... There's a creek crossing he needs to do that none of his trucks can do, apparently, except his machinery. Yeah, he says, yeah, come work as guides here. If you're a bit younger, it'd be awesome. So he's actually got I think there's a person from Europe that's on the boat now, like an exchange student or a work experience type thing. So that's pretty cool. We're getting pretty close. Just gonna make sure everything's secure. We've got a lot of driving, so I don't want anything really moving around. Okay, we're refueled. She also filled up our jug with a tap inside that's drinking water. A good 20 liters. So we're back up. Full water. And it looks like our filter is working partially, so if you run out, we can at least take some wild water, I guess. So everything looks okay. Getting a few rattles and bumps in this thing, so we're filled up at the water, and now, except there's no booze around here, so I can do without if we have to. Let's go check the maps and we'll see our best route in. So Choco Lake is our next destination. So from here, it looks like we'll be on dirt roads and four-wheel drive roads for the next couple of days anyways. So if there's no breakdowns, we've got lots of fuel. Keep an eye on things. It's pretty slow going, and it's not very scenic either. It's just kind of a flat, dry pine forest. A couple more issues. We were checking the compressor, make sure it works before we air down anymore. We're air down now, but we'd like to go air down a bit more for a softer ride. But the compressor is completely shot. I'm not sure what happened to it. A bunch of frayed wires, the case is busted, the on-off switch is ripped out. I have no idea what happened. I'm gonna try to fix it at camp. Temporary anyways. What else is wrong? Yeah, drive shaft's toast. Yeah. I just came to these concrete blocks. Looks like they've been dragged out of the way, but no, this is plenty strong. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. It's no sag or anything. It's just a deck. Now it's raining. We don't have a roof. Well, we do. It's in the back. Hopefully we won't have to put it on. Having a little pit stop here, get some fluids, a couple of snacks. We kind of skipped lunch, but we had a huge breakfast. I was closer to lunch because we had a late departure. We're discussing how we're pretty remote here. Like, we've been driving for a long time on this road. This is the main road. I don't think it sees much traffic. I don't see any old prints even. But there's other ways in too, I guess, but man, we got a ways to go. But yeah, if something happened out here, if something happened with the Jeep or the trailer, that's it. Just to walk out the distance we drove already, it'd be days. You'd have to spend a few nights. You'd pretty well die. There's really no water too. So you'd have to pack everything just to walk out. You'd have to pack a camp and all your food and protection, and then come back in here. Yeah, I mean, recovery would be a pretty spendy, but also time consuming. Yeah. So let's hope nothing happens. No, we've got a long ways to go. We'll be doing this for the next couple of days, I think. Tomorrow for sure, and I think Thursday we might try to head out. If not, we definitely have to be home Friday. We got people coming. Oh, Paul Michaels might be watching this whenever I put it on air on Facebook or YouTube. Yeah, so Paul Michaels, you're coming. So this is where we are. A couple days out from your arrival. Where we are, I have no idea. It's pretty well in the middle of nowhere, according to the map. Yeah, just nothing around us. All right. I think we'll drive another hour at the max. I think we don't want to. We don't want to set up camp too late again. We're not we're not gonna unpack as much as we did because we're back on the move tomorrow morning. So after all this navigation talk, we're actually off route. And there's something going on with the maps. It's showing roads that don't exist, which is kind of unusual. We're looking for a connector that runs. There's a road just over here. We're trying to connect to it. It's only a few hundred meters over. Somehow we missed something here. It says the road is right here. Right.
Oh, I see.
There's a ribbon here, but I don't know why. Yeah, this road bed is gone. Okay, that's a no-go then. No, there ain't no road here. Not sure what's going on with the maps and the GPS. Okay. We're not in a hurry, but we kind of didn't want to drive too long today. Let's try to find the other connector. Unless if none of those work, we're gonna have to go up north a ways.
Yeah, we have to go all the way up to the bridge.
Yeah, that would suck. Okay.
But I thought I seen an old.
There was a couple, I think, but I thought they went the other way. So it was really hard to trip plan when the first time out, because whatever can go wrong will probably go wrong, especially navigation wise. It never seems to pan out for some reason. There's always something going on, or a road's gone, or just a gate or something, or the map's wrong. So this is kind of, that's the first time we had such an error in the maps, right? Because that doesn't exist. It never used to be a road in there. There's no way. There's no old road bed. So we just made a turn onto this road. I think wear-wise it's about the same. It doesn't look like it's any more travel. Let's see what happens. Good thing we have lots of fuel, but I don't want to be wasting time driving around because the landscape's pretty much all the same. So we don't need to drive every road available here. Yeah, that's kind of what the roadbeds turn into. So this doesn't work either, this road?
Well, this is supposed to be what we're on. That makes no sense.
No. Let's see what happens if we're just using the Gaia, which is really good for most part. Something's going haywire here. Because we want to head south on here. So we're on it, but it's telling us to go
Left.
Yeah. We're not going on that. So if we go straight, is it arrow?
No, it's a dead end.
Is it really?
Yes.
So we're fucked. Oops. So we'll have to go way up top then? I think we have a problem here. There's a pretty bad error on the maps. This is a pretty main road on the map, and then it just peters out and then it just gets lost.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe this used to be the old road?
We're not driving that.
But this goes to dead ends, so.
Alright, I think we'll have to take a time out or go back quite a ways. According to the map, this trail and the one behind me is actually that's this main road we're trying to find. Well, I have no idea what happened here. And this is going to go on for kilometers and like a long ways, but no way. We're not driving these roads. There's definitely something wrong with that. There's just nothing out here. Nothing. It's just all been logged, I guess. All of it. It's crazy. So we ran across a rancher on a dirt bike. He's bringing salt out to the cows or something. I kind of told him what our plans are, and it is doable. Like apparently, there's a bunch of stuff flooded, just bypasses and this and that. It sounds like it's not really worth it. Because I think there's some stuff he wasn't quite sure about once we get to the other main. So I think we're heading back to the main highway and we're going to take a different road down. Really not what we want to do at all. It's after 5 too. But we're going to be stuck in here tomorrow, so we're bailing out. Alright. We're going to try this road. happy about that. We're gonna check out a wreck site. We don't like wreck sites, but if it's empty, we might take it because we need to set up here pretty quick. We're on some sub road. We're just gonna make camp here on some private little strip off the main FSR. Not too many pullouts. It'd be nice to get a view or some of sorts. Home sweet home. Yeah, it's not much of a wreck site. It's just a little pull over here on this little road. But that's fine, because you know what? It's 6:30. We're gonna set up, we're gonna have some food. I'm gonna check over a couple of things on the vehicle. And yeah. So we're not gonna set up everything here.
No.
Gonna keep it minimal.
Even when I set up the kitchen table? Not even.
The thing we have, well, it's right there, so maybe. Just the table itself, maybe no stove, I don't know. Yeah, so we're just gonna keep it minimal, because it can take a long time to actually break camp and put everything away again. And in the morning, we just want to be cruising. So, because we didn't really cover any mileage today. Well, we did, but we had to kind of come back. Came back, we were almost back where we started from. Well, that's the way it goes. We just had dinner and stuff, and we just were alerted by the dogs to a pretty large bear. Would have been up this way. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up. It's up the road. The dogs had zero effect on him. Right? Nothing. He wouldn't back down. Nothing. 3 dogs right in his face. And he's circling us. So he just went in the forest.
Reno, stay.
He's just down here a little ways. So we got the spray and the 870 here. Because we might need it tonight. Wednesday morning. Monica's been up for 20 minutes. Dogs seem a bit agitated. Last night was a little bit... It was okay. We didn't have any visitors. But we just had 2 bears. So they split? One's left, right? What was it? Oh. Alright. So they split?
One went back up the road, the other one was right over here. That's where I spotted that. What's here? Savannah and Reno. Fucking sniff them. That's why they started fucking.
Yeah, I know. But okay. Less worried about coyotes or wolves, that's for sure. But that bear last night, he was pretty big. And he wasn't budging. Well. Okay. we'll be packing up here and we'll be out of here pretty quick. Pretty quick. We didn't really take a whole lot out. We did leave on time, actually. It was before 9, so we did really good. We're happy with that. You know, we actually slept okay, I guess, considering considering we had a bear yesterday pretty late in the evening. But I think he moved on. I don't think he hung around, but we're kind of worried he's going to come back. You know, that food scent's probably pretty enticing. Pretty slow going here. I think we're in first and second gear. Well, the road bed seems okay. So far. Alright, we made it through. I guess it's some sort of bypass. It's probably private of sorts. Right, back on the main, but I think it was worth a little detour. It's scenic, by the lake at least. So we're pretty close to Chilko Lake here. So it looks like a few people live out here, I guess. And a couple lodges too.
Looks like it's an Airbnb or something.
Oh, when my traction control came on, where the fuck's that all?
It usually doesn't, right?
No? Oh, did you hit the button? Wow, look at the spread. This is all part of it, I think.
So this is the...
I just wanted to talk to somebody here about that road down below. Let's see. Let's turn around down there. Pretty quiet, so I guess the long weekend's over. Man, they got everything here. Tennis courts. All these cabins. Man, this can hold a lot of people. No, I don't think I'd stay here. Look at it. It's just packed in. We're at the north end of Chilko Lake now. Just met one of the lodge owners, one of the lodges that we passed that isn't on the water. One of the original lodges, I guess. Housey was his name, Swiss guy. Pretty awesome guy. Lots of stories. Man, we could sit back all day and talk. But he was nice enough. Showed him our route that we have planned, and he says, yeah, it's totally doable, no issues. So that confirms that we'll carry on with our plans. Fuel wise, I think we're doing okay. I'm gonna go top it up, and then I'll have another 25 liters after that. So this is Choco Lake. It's huge. Apparently it goes 84 kilometers that way, right down into the coast range. So the driver of this truck is Housie, Swiss guy.
Thanks again. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, it was a good chat, and he's the one that confirmed our route. He also knows Alex fairly well, I think. Not too surprising, doesn't look like anybody's around. We'll hang out here for a bit. We'll have a good sized lunch, and then we'll continue on. We're gonna carry on this road that's just up here, and it's gonna follow to the end of the lake, I guess, way down that way. So yeah, we've got a long ways to go, really. Everything's holding up right now, but we lost some food because there was some food in the back, and that trailer it doesn't have enough weight in it right now. There's barely anything in it, so it's bouncing a lot, and that's whatever's in the bins doesn't really survive. If it's breakable, it's broken. So that was peanut butter that was flying around that we had taken out and had secured, we thought. And that didn't make it. I think we lost some pancake mix, some cream of wheat, a few things like that. We have a lot of food. I just don't like losing food due to not securing stuff. Other than that, everything else is, most of the stuff is just hardware, some dog food, and fuel, of course. This tough tote lid we had lost, so I've got this old cardboard thing just to keep things from flying out. And then yeah, there's a food bin and another cooler in the Jeep. Yeah, we're okay food wise. So I think we're gonna have some brats, some hot dog bratwurst, we're gonna start cleaning up the food here as much as we can. Whatever is, whatever doesn't travel well, we're gonna start consuming here. Yeah, she's pretty packed because we've got a chainsaw in here. It's kind of, looks like we're good to go. And the 20 liter of water, which we've refilled now already. Food bin there in the cooler. So this is where Max stays. So he gets off the back seat. That's plenty of room for him. He's kind of small, so he likes to just tuck in, and he's pretty happy there. The Ridgebacks, believe it or not, go back here. And again, they fold up. They like it small. Actually, they just like small spaces, so they get in here and they ride pretty good back here. The Jeep rides okay because I'm running a low air pressure, so it's not too jarry. Oh, it looks like everything's holding up okay. We keep the 870 right here. It's not locked either. We need instant access to this, so that's always good to go. Mag is full, chamber's open. That's ready to go just within a moment's notice, which we needed it yesterday. That bear was at camp just like that. We had no idea. He was just like 50 meters away and he wasn't budging. So the dogs gave us good warning, and they approached it and they kind of kept it at bay, but he was still moving toward us even with 3 dogs in front of him. So that's kind of when you want your 870 ready to go. No fumbling around. I said, Monica, get their bear spray, and it's like, all right, let's go look for it. No, you can't have that. You need bear spray and your weapons seconds away, ready to go. It looked like we had some bad weather down the lake. It's settled down a bit. A couple showers came this way, but it's been okay. It's been okay. All right, everything's holding up. Let's keep on trucking.
Savannah, go. Good job.
It's really hard to judge actually on the map how much time you're going to spend in the backcountry.
Why don't you just take the whole space?
So we left Saturday morning, and now it's Wednesday, just like that. And really, we're a long ways from home. We're not even halfway home, but we're gonna spend a few more hours getting closer to home, hopefully.
To the other side at least.
Yeah, we're gonna cover some distance and then we'll make camp. And then tomorrow's a full pull home, I guess. We'll stop in town, replenish, resupply, and then back to the house. Came across this gate, but it looks like it's open. That would not be good if we got locked out of here. Came across the ranch, but I think she's opening the gate. Let us through.
Thank you very much.
How you doing? Yeah, big horses, huh, buddy? Now, way out here, you still find ranches and lodges. I guess there's a lodge of some sorts. There's a bunch of guest cabins, it looks like. Mm-hmm. So no power out here. You have to run a gen, or you just don't. They got lights and everything. Everybody's got a gen out here.
Wow, that's fun.
Doesn't show on the map?
There's sea air.
Yeah, here's the airport. I guess maybe next time we'll just fly in. That's if you had a bush pilot. A bush plane, this would be so awesome. Finally got out to the main FSR, and now we gotta find our right turns. Still got quite a ways to go, but we'll be looking for a camp, and hopefully not like last night, start camping at 7, 8 o'clock. Found a little gas station at a store. There's not much to it, that's for sure. So I got 60 liters of fuel. So we're definitely good because we have another 50 in the back. We had a pretty tough time actually finding somewhere to camp. A lot of these side roads were actually deactivated, and yeah, some of them are just really, really rough. We followed this one in. It's quite muddy, but it was okay. It's fairly dry now, and this is the best we could do. It ends up at this Atwell Lake, and it's a pretty well much of a pond, very shallow, very swampy looking, but it's okay because this is all we get, but we'll make it work. So it used to be in some old camp, I guess. There's lots of downed trees that have been bucked up, some old shed, not sure, it doesn't have a roof on it. So yeah, we just kind of pulled in and said, okay, looks legit. There's a fire pit here. Hopefully there's no fire ban, but we're keeping this pretty contained. And the lake, yeah, not the most scenic, not the most inviting, that's for sure. So there's a canoe here in the grass. I mean, I don't know where the hell we are. Pretty far out. Huh. Maybe the fishing's really good here. You never know. Fishing or duck hunting. Yeah, so they bucked up all this wood. There's an outhouse over here. A tree fell on it. It's kind of toast. So I'm not sure. I think this camp's somewhat abandoned, I think. Maybe the former attendant is no longer around. Who knows? You never know. So yeah, it needs work for sure. I don't think anything's been done here recently, but we'll take it. Works for me. All right, beer and chips. Yeah, it's a wet one this morning. It rained all night actually. Good soaker, really. Slight change in plans. Instead of heading to Williams Lake and resupplying, we're gonna take a shortcut home. That'll shave off probably a good hour. And then Monica's gonna run to town and run the errands. And we won't have to air up this way either. We're gonna be on gravel here pretty quick for most of the route home. Looks like we're at 880 kilometers for this trip. We'll be pretty close to 1,000 when we finish up. Well, we made it home. And we got more mud. Oh, nice. So, Monica's checking the garden damage. With those branches, is that apple tree he ripped down? Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, he's been in here.
Whoa, man. I guess we're making zucchini then.
The bear didn't touch the zucchini? Holy Jesus!
Yep.
Look at this thing!
There's a bigger one.
Wow.
Look at this one.
Really? Zucchini bread coming up.
Okay, well, he
Jesus.
didn't touch my corn, so that's good.
Yeah, well, there's always tonight. Oh, he did a little number on this one. You know, this tree didn't really need any more damage, did?
Oh, he ate all the apples off of this one.
Cleaned it up.
Oh my god.
Wow. Poor tree.
Okay, so you guys better be producing some squash for me.
It's creeping onto the lawn. Okay, well, these ones are still good. Well, he'll be back, but he's going to be going in the freezer. Well, we expected a bit worse, really. That's all crap. Look at all the apple crap. Dude. Greenhouse is still standing. What a mess. This garden is a mess. But you know what? It's late season. We'll just get what we can off it.